All righty, I'm back. All right, I'm gonna give you guys some time to get on with me here. You guys are probably wondering why I got this van. This is the new van we just picked up for Straightway Praiseland. We are going to be going to the Feast of Tabernacles, all of the feast. We're going to be going, and we had to get a van. It was either rented, we would have rented a van. We got 16 in community, 22 in the assembly, and that is literally going to be, it was going to be $2,000 to rent. And so we just thought, let's just go ahead and buy it. But anyway, guys, I wanna talk to you guys about something here, about the making of a flying monkey. Let me see if I can find something to set this thing on here, so I'm not carrying, because I do wanna read here. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Please give me thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Give me a 10 if you can hear me, because I want to make sure the Wi-Fi is working. And please like, comment. Can I see your guys' comments here? Let me see here. Oops. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Good. Okay, good. All right, guys. This is pretty much a, hold on here, hold on. I got to get some air in here. Hold on. I'm in the garage. Hot today. Guys, I'm kind of hot here, so I'm going to open. Yes, we got a new van. Yes, we can hear. Nice van, bro. Yes, it's for Straightway Praiseland. We got that for Straightway Praiseland because we're going to be going to the feast, and just wanted to make sure we were thinking about, should we rent? Should we buy? And so I decided we're going to go ahead and buy it. And down the road, instead of getting a big bus, we're just going to get more vans if we have to. And it even comes with a tow package, so we can also bring a trailer and put all of our tents, things of that nature. We can take out the last row, and it sits about 11, but it's a 15-passenger van. So, and here's the beauty. Here's why. You guys probably wonder, why am I showing you this van? Guys, I gotta say, before I marry, but this is the beginning of my Yah renewing my strength. I literally picked this van. Not one single woman influence had anything to do with this van. This was truly yours decision. It was so beautiful, signing the papers, and it was my name. I'm the only owner on there. Didn't have to, is this a wife, and or? No, it's all me. And so I chose the car. It's very basic. It gets you to point A to point B. It's all about function. It's just function. So that's what I got it. I picked it, and so this is what we got. And this is what this is what the community is gonna use to travel most of the time when we go into Tennessee, or anytime we have to travel as a community. This is one of the main vehicles we're gonna be used. But guys, the reason why I called this flying monkey, because kind of still playing off of what I was talking to about earlier, about being under the spell of a woman. Guys, these videos that I'm giving to you guys is to help you to be able to recognize the simp in you, especially you men, and you women too, understanding that you can be doing this stuff. I truly believe a lot of men, I'm talking about a lot of men in the United States of America, and maybe throughout the world, but I'm gonna speak for America, they're literally hellbound. Because if you literally are led by your woman, you are hellbound. Automatically, you are hellbound. If she is truly the decision maker and you're just the head that's controlled by the neck, you are hellbound, because you are dishonoring Jesus. Jesus is the head of every man. And the head of every woman is the man. And so, guys, I'm telling you, this is a woman is a silent woman, and a silent, quiet, silent, submissive woman is a good woman. If you have a woman that is contentious, if you have a woman that back talks, If you have a woman that just spew her opinion without even entreating you or asking for permission to give her permission, she is not good for you. She will shorten the life of you. That's why you men are gonna, and the sad part, a wicked woman will literally shorten the life of a man. I'm gonna talk about that one day too. Shorten the life of a man. So that means you're gonna go that much faster to hell. So listen to what I'm saying. But here is another thing about the making of a flying monkey. I just got this definition from Wikipedia. I mean, it's pretty good. It's simple, gets to the point. But some of you guys may not know what a flying monkey, it kind of comes from the term in the Wizard of Oz. And you had a witch. What did I tell you? Rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. But witches have flying monkeys. In this movie, The Wizard of Oz, they went about doing her business. She's sending the flying monkeys, and they go in there, and they are about the business of the witch. All right? So let me read something, because I want to share something in my own testimony that I experienced when I was in Christianity. And you may be in it too. And so this could help you identify your situation. A flying monkey is a popular psychological, mainly in the context of narcissistic abuse, a Jezebel, this Jezebel abuse. They are people who act on behalf of the narcissist to a third party, usually an abusive purpose, for an abusive purpose. Smear campaign is an example of that. The phrase has also been used to refer to people who act on behalf of the psychopath for similar purpose. The term is not formally used in the medical practice or teaching. So if you go to your doctor, I gotta know what they're talking about. But anyway, abuse is closely related to the term. Okay, abuse is a synonymous concept. The term is from the flying monkey, like I said, used by the Wicked Witch of the West in the 1939 film Wizard of Oz to carry out the evil deeds on her behalf. Guys, I'm getting somewhere to you. I want to show you. There's something about that car. Just remember what I told you about that car. I picked it. That's the car I picked. It had not one single, I didn't even ask my newest Shia what she thought about it. I bought it, and after the fact that I bought it, she could see if she liked it or not like it, but it really didn't matter how she felt. This is what we're going to be driving. Anyway, identity. Here's the identity. Flying monkeys can be anyone. Here are what flying monkeys are. Flying monkeys can be anyone who believed the narcissist's fake persona, including the narcissist's spouse, child. Listen, spouse. I was a flying monkey for my wife. Went around speaking, I guess, good of her, even though she wasn't. But I was one, including narcissist's spouse, child, friends, siblings, or cousins. According to popular psychology, author Angela Ancatinus, I don't know how to pronounce her name, flying monkeys are usually unwittingly manipulated people who believe in the smears about the victim, although they may be another narcissist working in tandem. Listen to that, working in tandem. So it could be another narcissist working in tandem with the other narc. According to the Narcissistic Personality Disorder, NPD, author Sam Vakin and other writer proxy abusers can come from a number of sources. The abuser's associates, the victim's associates, manipulated to the side with the abuser, authority, institutional figures, like the church, like pastors, like business people, authority, police, judges, all of these people manipulated to the side with the abuser. This is real, guys. This is real. It says the butt has, okay, hey. If somebody's moderating, please get that guy off. But anyway, tactics. The flying monkey does the narcissist's bidding to inflict additional torment, okay? On the target, it may consist of spying, spreading gossip, threatening, painting the narcissist as the victim. So the narcissist paint themselves as the victim, and the target as a perpetrator, victim blaming, right? Despite this, the narcissist does not hesitate to make flying monkeys his or her scapegoat when and if needed. The flying monkey may make it seem like the narcissist is really involved. We were told, the flying monkeys may make it seem like the narcissist is not really involved. And they likely have no idea that they are being used. Multiple flying monkeys act as a mobbing force against the victim, a victim. A divorce conflict, the children can be used. Listen to this. Children can be used by one party as a weapon against the other party. So all of you guys that think this is a perfect example. These are people that may be watching our situation, spying on my liberty, but I know I'm not using my child as a weapon. I don't have them. If anything, they're being used against me. That's a sign that I may have been the victim and the other person is the perpetrator. But I have been painted as the perpetrator, this big black 6'4" former football player. He's got to be the perpetrator. And the poor old woman, why would she leave? Why would a woman with 8 children leave? He must have been doing something wrong. We don't even question it. He got to be doing something wrong. And in Christianity, the man is always wrong, so it's automatically assumed that I did something wrong, even though we don't know what it is. But she had to leave for a reason. Why would she leave? Yeah, I know she got $10 million. Yeah, I know she gets $8,000 a month. But why did she leave? Guys, I'm just telling you, here, children can be used by one party as a weapon against another party. All right, motivation. Here's some of the motivation of a flying monkey. Motives behind a narcissist support group can be multiple. Service providers may be seduced by the narcissist's charm into taking one side or perspective. Family members may, in good faith, attempt to sort out the problematic one. The codependent may seek to participate in the narcissist's omnipotency and use them as a sanction for their own aggressive instincts. Alternatively, others may simply be swept by the force of the personality to define the situation along with the narcissist's own lines. So guys, here's the situation. Let me get into the meat of this stuff. So I tell you this stuff because I picked this car, right? I told you I picked this van behind me, right? Another thing that you can look at to see if you are in the web of a Jezebel. This is a Jezebel. This is how you know. In the 16 years that I was married, I didn't understand it. And now that I have more clarity, hindsight is 2020. This is the truth. Hindsight is 2020. What I didn't know was, it was interesting because I'm a guy that can talk to anybody. I can get along with a quiet person, a talker. I mean, I'm pretty much very nimble. I'm very flexible. I can talk. I don't get uncomfortable easily. I can take a scene that's uncomfortable, make people feel comfortable. I have that ability. I get it. Now, my ex-wife, she was very quiet and reserved, right? Especially publicly. But she can talk, but she's quiet and reserved. And because she has no soul, I mean, just when you're a narc, when you're dealing with this type of disease, you just don't have any empathy. So she stay reserved because if she starts talking and things, the more you get to know somebody like that, the more you realize how empty they are. But anyway, long story short, let me get to the point. So during the 16 years of my marriage, I realized that all of our friends, when I look back on it, all of our friends were handpicked, just like she picked a church. And I wanted to finish this before I took my dad on his appointment, but all of the friends, she handpicked them. Now, it's not like she says, this can be our friend, that can be our friend. No, I don't want that to be our friend. No, this could be the friend. No, it's not overt. It was happening covertly. Let's say, let me use Elder Rufus. I'm gonna use him as an example. Elder Rufus is a man's man, right? He's a man, and I can already tell when I first met him, this is a guy that I can easily gel with, right? And all of a sudden, I want to be friends. Maybe we're playing basketballs or whatever. I'm like, man, Elder, man, I want you to hang out with me and my family and stuff like that. And I say, maybe my wife can get to know your wife, and we just can be boom, boom, just buddies, just a family friend. Now, my ex-wife, what she would do if she knows that the woman is not in control of that man, she would not try to connect with his wife. He would kind of say things like, well, I just don't feel comfortable, or she would just always just, just murmur or complain if they would come over. Even if I said, man, they're coming over, she would just be distant and then make the other woman feel uncomfortable. Now it's just me and him, and she just sitting there, and the woman is she'll either act that she has to in the bathroom, she's always sick. I mean, she will do something that it will become a bad experience, that the next time you and, in this case, Elder Rufus, it would just be me and him hanging out in the basketball court, but we probably would never hang out as a family because I couldn't get him and his wife, my wife and his wife, to my ex-wife in this case, to connect. And because of that, that friend has now been neutralized. And that friend is only really for me when I'm out. If we eat, instead of eating with the family, I'll probably go out and eat and get a bite to eat with him. But it would never be a part of our family net group friend. I hope I'm making sense here. And I would be running into this stuff. And so all of the people that we were friends with, they are all, even though they are men, they were all simps too. They are all simps, controlled by the women. So my wife was able to identify those people. And because and women are doing this, they are very calculated. Look how I'm getting this after the fact. I mean, my ex-wife is long gone, children gone, money's gone, reputation is gone. And now I'm like, oh, now I see. Guys, they're calculating this wild. If you're with them, they're literally calculating how to be able to take you out. And they're building a web around you, and you don't even know. You're clueless. You're just thinking it just comes down to she's not comfortable. And because you've been trained to acquiesce and capitulate to the feelings and emotions of a woman, you end up willingly walking into this trap and you don't even know it. And all of the people that helped my ex-wife, either intentionally or unknowingly or whatever, they all were they became her flying monkey. Even my children became the flying monkey. They don't even know what's going on. Some may not, but they all end up becoming this flying monkey. But it's not only with friends, it's also with your family. If you notice that you're hanging more on her side of the family, and every time you try to hang out with your family, it's a bad experience, she is literally controlling that too. So they get the children being more acquainted with her side of the family, but your family is distance. It's always distance. It's really not spending a lot of time. You're spending more time on her side of the family. That plays into the part so that when they decide to discard you, all of a sudden, everybody is that because she handpicked all the friends, all the players, all the actors are all handpicked by her, and you are wondering, why isn't anybody believing me? I hung out with these people. We live life together. You've been to my house. I did all this stuff. You go to the church. She picked the church. She picked your friends. She spent more time with the children because your work putting food, shelter, over there and putting food in their belly. And so while you are trying to provide and love your wife like Christ loved the church by providing food, shelter, conjugal rights, she's literally studying you and trying to see how she can destroy you. Any moment she can push that button, is done. And it takes time to build this thing up. All of my friends that we had as a family, where we were tight together, family, all took her side. Not one single friend that we had as a family. I don't know if I'm making sense. Family, friends. You may have your friends with just you, and then they don't really know your wife and your children, or they never been to the house, or if they have, it's just been one time or whatever. But anybody that was close to the family are the one, they all chose her side. The church chose her side. The school chose her side. Everybody, because she handpicked them. And so they all end up becoming the flying monkey. So if you haven't, just like, I remember, and this is why I bring up the car. I remember when I was towards the end of our marriage, I remember I was shopping for a car for my business, a financial advisor. And I wanted to get a nice car to show that I'm doing well and things of that nature. And so we were looking, and then it ended up being between the Cadillac, the 2015 Cadillac Extended, and then the Infiniti. I don't know, the Q50 or Q80. I don't even know the number. It's some Q something. And I remember my wife, she really liked the Infiniti car. It was bubbly and things of that nature. It looked cute. That's the word she used. It looked cute. And then I said, man, but I really like the new Cadillac. This is when the Cadillac just changed their body. It went from the old style to this new style that we know as today. And I wanted to get the Cadillac. And even and this is how you know they manipulate. They don't ever honor your decision or whatever. They'll give you little put downs in a way to try to influence you, manipulate you from your decision. And I remember saying that I'm going with the Cadillac. I'm going with the black Cadillac. And she said, that's boring. It's not like the other one. But it seems small. But that's huge because she's giving you a little window of how she's trying to manipulate you. These little clues. I used to see her mama do it to her dad, to her husband. I saw her mom do it to her dad, and this is my ex-wife dad, and she would give him little, it's so covertly done, you don't even know what's happening. He said, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, like literally shame him, a slight shame. So pretty much my ex-wife literally is doing what she saw her mama's doing. And then here's another thing, if you want to identify if you are in this woman's flying monkey, if you're a simp, look at the people you hang out with. I thought I was a man. I'm saying I'm a man. I play football. I'm a man of Yah, a man of Jesus. This is one thing. But all the people we're hanging out, I felt like, man, I need to teach people how to be a man because they're not manly. It seems like you got some people overtly women, loudmouth, and the husband's just kind of it's like he's on drugs or something. He just puts up with it, you know. He just lay back, doesn't argue, don't rock the boat. And so, but then he's always trying to teach you how to be a good husband and love your wife, like Christ loved the church, all these different things. But all of the men, when I look back on them, were all men controlled by their woman, literally. And when the time came, all of the men sided with my ex-wife, and they were decided for the woman. And these guys, we had conversations lead up to it. One guy wanted to lay hands on me and deliver me without going through the word. Another guy had lunch with me and pretty much saying that I'm prideful. But I said, okay, how am I prideful? But they don't tell you how you're prideful. The church, they just stay out of it. But then you see that pastor is controlled by his wife. I mean, literally, when I look back on all of these different things, you see how all the people that I was surrounded with. So if you're surrounded around a bunch of simps, and you're surrounded a bunch of women who are contentious towards their husband, or you're around those guys that have to look to their right and look to their left and I said to my wife, bitch, I'm telling you, you are a simp. Just like they said, like a bird that flocks together, flies together, whatever. I don't know if I'm saying the right terms. So it's a good chance that's you. Even her brothers, all her brothers are effeminate. You can clearly tell that the women run the show. And I always thought like, man, I'm not like these guys. I'm different. I don't know how, I don't know what happened. I don't know how I came out of this one different. And the whole time, the joke was on me. It's like, bro, at least we know we're simps. You think you a man, but you a simp just like us. Because you sound like a man, you talk like a man, you make decisions, don't even know that she's allowing you to make those decisions, and she strategically picks when she kind of rebels, and then obviously you come off of it. So guys, I hope this is helping you guys to identify. This is the type of stuff that a lot of men now that people that, you know, now that I'm in the community more, walking around, and I'm seeing all of these people in these type of relationships. A lot of these guys are hearing it. A lot of guys won't even side with me because they're afraid of what could happen at home. They're so busy trying to save their life, but they're actually losing their life. So there's a lot of people that won't even come and support me because they know what I'm saying is true, but the churches that they're in is not saying is not addressing this feminist movement. The community, no one in their circle is doing this stuff. They're all afraid of their women. It's like literally they reverence their woman, and the woman is ruling over the man. It doesn't matter what they look like. It could be covert, overt, whatever it may be. So guys, I hope this is helping you to understand as I guess fall on the sword and tell you things that I've learned. It's kind of this, guys. Back in the days when I played football, right? You go into a game, you have a game plan. And you practice, you do your very best. But sometimes the game plan just didn't work. And you get your ass handed to you. You straight up. The team outplayed you, outsmart you, out hustle you. It's just straight up. They just beat you. They dominated. And now Now you can have two thoughts. You can see a man. You can throw your helmet off, walk around with your head down, and just complain like that, and start blame shifting. It's the coach's fault. It's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. Or you can go back to the drawing board. You can turn on the film, watch the film where you get your ass handed to you, and identify why you lost that game, why you got out hustled, why you get outsmart, how did you get out schemed or outplayed. Just watch it, learn from it. Now you can turn a loss into a victory. Don't ever waste your loss. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is the last time I will ever experience what I experienced with a woman ever again, because I'm in control. I would never experience this stuff, but damn it, I'm not gonna allow this loss. I lost 8 children, and I lost a lot. I'm not gonna let this be a waste. This is me turning a loss into a victory. And so if I can help a lot of men out there, don't get a marriage license, don't get the birth certificate. These are things that I've learned. It doesn't matter if you're a good, outstanding citizen. It doesn't matter if you are a good man. It doesn't matter if you provide for your wife. No matter what, it's never enough. You're always going to be the bad guy. You're always going to be wrong. I would even suggest don't go to any more Christian churches. Just start abandoning them. Don't show up. Sleep in. You better off. You're not doing the Shabbat. Just don't even go to Christian churches. It's a waste of time. They're the very thing that Satan is using to destroy homes. If Christianity was so beautiful, why do we have 70% divorce rate? Why are children being raised without fathers? What's going on? Something ain't right. And now as I look at my life now, look what's happening now. Now when I look at the people I hang out with men. Men who rule their house well. It's women, they're submitted. Pastor Dow, Elder Rufus that I just mentioned, around men. And when you're around a simp, you know it. It's like, whoa, he doesn't fit in. And so look at who you're hanging out with. Look who is your friends, the family friends. Look how they talk, walk, just look. Maybe it's hard to see to yourself, but if you see that your friends' marriage is on rocks and they're not getting together and the women is controlling the house and things of that nature and it's not being addressed, it's a good chance it's happening to you too. So guys, I'm giving you guys pointers, something concrete that you can look. If you're not controlling, like I said, I picked this car without one single woman's influence. I picked that car. Didn't even, and my new woman, Sister Bree, you know when she got to, she had to say, just to help me to bring it back, she had to drive another car so I can drive this back home. And I said, hey, you like it? And it didn't even matter what her answer was. I just said, you like it? She said, yeah, I like it. Because if she didn't, guess what? Too bad. This is what you're going to be in. Be a man. Rule your house well, great or small. Rule. You rule your house. But this is how flying monkeys are made. This is how they make it. It's happening literally as you walk life with this woman, live life 1 year, year 2, year 3, all your friends, the church you go to, the school, all the soul, whatever you do, she is literally picking this thing out. She's around her side of the family. You rarely see your side of the family. And every time you're around your family, it's always drama. But when you're around her family, it's fun. Wait a minute, what's going on? Why is it fun there? Even to the point where you even buy into it, where you don't even want to spend time with your family because you think they're the problem, and then you end up spending time with her family. So guys, I hope this brings some, I hope this is helping you guys as I just try to go back, because I don't want to forget just the things I've learned, because I'm never going to experience this again. I was just talking to a brother Mike. I'll put him out there, but Brother Mike, I hope it's okay. And he was saying, man, I haven't done this in long. That's been 30 years ago. And I know that as I continue living this life, I am going to forget the little details of how I got into the situation. I will be able to identify it, but I'm trying to help you guys that where I was just 2 years ago. So it's still fresh in my mind, but I'm losing a little bit of it because I've been in this truth. I know what it's like to live in a peaceful home. And so I'm starting to lose that. So I'm not a writer. And so this is my best way. I put it on video and hope that it helps somebody, you know? So I'm never, probably never going to see a book. My brother just wrote a book. You probably would never see me put a book out there unless I can find me a good ghostwriter that's going to write it the way I want to. But this is my book. This is my story. So I hope this gives you guys insight. I hope this encourages you, because I know there's a lot of men, not just in Hebrew Israelite, just men all over the place. But you need to truly rule. You need to pick. And if you're not truly in control of your home, if you don't have confidence that you can do what you want to do, be where you want to be, spend time with who you want to spend time, there's a problem. And let me tell you, let me put some fear factor in there. You're hellbound. You are going straight to hell if you stayed in that condition. Because if the woman is ruling, you are hellbound. The same way Adam followed Eve, that's what you're doing too. Don't be having that Adam syndrome. I call it the Adam syndrome. We sit there and Satan can't come directly to us, so he goes through our woman to convince us to do something that we normally wouldn't do. Guys, I'm telling you, the thing between their legs is not that, it's not that special. It's not that special. I've been with enough women to tell you they're all the same. They're all the same. What makes them different is them being meek, quiet, gentle, spirit. Is how they function. Are they a help me? Are they a blessing or are they a curse? Are they virtuous or are they wicked? That's what makes a woman, that's where she gets her value. And you determine that. And if you can't, just like when I sit in that car, I don't sit there and ask, hey, car, can I drive you right now? Is it okay? No, I get in the car, do what I want to do, the van, and do what I want to do, leave when I want to leave, and it does what I do. It was created for me. Women were created for the man. The man was not created for the woman. Now, people say, well, now men can abuse the women now that you're talking like this, Kabir. Men are not ready. They're going to start abusing. Well, you think I'm going to go abuse my car? You think I'm just going to take this van and just run into a building just because I can? I can. No one's going to stop me. I just got to pay insurance. I got to go pay, the whatever's on it. Why would I do that? Why would I take my property and just go wreck it? No one does that. The same way, why would a man go abuse a woman? Am I saying it doesn't happen? I'm not saying a man can't do that. But a lot of time, I got to ask the question, what is that woman's doing? See, they don't even ask that in Christianity. They don't even ask the question, what is she doing? Why would a man hit a woman? That's what I'll be asking now. But in Christianity, you're trained not to even ask that type of question. How dare you ask a question, what did she do what could she have done to deserve to get smacked across the face? Hey, bro, there may be something that she's done that deserved that smacking. But I'm not advocating abusing women. Let me put a disclaimer. I am not advocating. But if you got to get to the point where you feel like you got to smack her, just kick her out. Just put her out, give her a bill of divorce, wash your hands off of her, and keep on moving. You're the man. You are like wine. You get better with time. The woman, they have an expiration date. Yes, they like milk, and they do spoil. And the only thing that can keep them to have longevity is their servitude, their attitude, their conversation. That's what makes a woman valuable. So I hope you guys understand as men that you don't need to put up with these type of women. But that's the type of question I ask. When I hear that, what does she do? And they say, well, he's drinking too much. Okay, why is he drinking? A lot of time, because of these flying monkeys that I just told you guys, a lot of these time, because the women form the type of friends you have and everything, and then they come in there like mobs and sit there abusing the crap out of you, but you look like you're the perpetrator. She look like the small little victim. You don't understand. And then what happens? The guy ends up just going to the club, going into the bar and just drinking his head off just to find some type of peace. Because when he goes home, there's no peace. He's in the work field, there's no peace. So the only time he can find peace is in the bottle. Damn it, I'm telling you guys, this is why our country is falling, because we have given women too much power. We have given women too much power. And it's just, and you think you men are insignificant. I'm telling you, you're more than what you have become. The children need the father, not the mother. The mother is just, you can find any woman to help you to raise your child. A woman that's willing to help you to raise and do all the nurturing thing they need to do. But the children needs the father. That's why Yah says he's going to turn the hearts of the father back to the children back to the father. You don't hear him say turn it back to the woman. You don't hear that. Women are unstable in nature. That's why they need a man. They need a strong man. So guys, I hope you understand, we men are the one that they need. We're the vine. They're the branches. And without us, they're not going to fly. They can't do anything. So anyway, this probably went longer than I want to, but this is the making of a flying monkey. It kind of goes under the part 2. You can call it a part 2 of Under a Spell. But this is type of stuff. So look at who your friends are. Look who you're spending time with. Are you spending time with her side of the family or your side of the family? Just look. Are you truly picking your friends? I know it may feel like you're picking them. The church you go to, the people you hang out, the social group, all of the stuff. Who is truly picking it? Did you have a choice that you really wanted, but you chose to go with that one just to make her happy? If you're doing things to make her happy, you are literally setting yourself up to go straight to the pit of hell. Straight up. You are in a bad start. So until you start ruling, you put yourself in a position to be kingdom bound. All right. I hope this helps. And please like, comment. If you disagree with what I'm saying, I said a lot of stuff that's scripture, not necessarily quoting scripture. But hey, if I'm saying something that you disagree, put the down button, but don't just put a comment so that I can be able to address whatever you disagree with, because hey, maybe I'm wrong. I doubt it, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm open. All right. Remember, be faithful in the little things. Shalom, shalom.